Hello everyone, welcome. This is Sylvie. This is Sun and Moon Energy Tarot, and I'm gonna get right into doing a reading here. I'm gonna do something a little different. This message is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Really all are welcome here, but I am saying that this reading is specifically for Gemini. And I've already done a pre-shuffle with the cards, and I have a new deck here, this art oracle deck I'm really excited to use. And I'm going to do something a little different, and this is going to be for Gemini and just maybe some inspiration for those who are creative types and your creative identity that's been really coming through the last couple of days, that I need to do a little reading for that. And especially because I got these art oracle cards that I haven't used yet, so I'm super excited. So I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, I already pre-shuffled. I'm gonna pick one card, Spirit, here. This is for Gemini. In regards to their creative identity, any messages that you would like to get through? Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate you for being here with us. And I feel like there's a message coming through in regards to creative identity. And I know we were talking a little bit in the last reading in career about just maybe rebranding, pardon the noise, rebranding, kind of like transforming your business maybe. Yeah, so one card. Nothing's really coming. I haven't shuffled these cards much, so I don't know. I do know that there was one card at the bottom of the deck that was standing out, but I was gonna let... I'm hearing Spirit wants me to decide. Okay. Interesting. Damien Hirst. Okay. Oh, and wow, this is still at the bottom of the deck. So this was at the bottom of the deck, and this was in the deck when I was shuffling. It kind of was showing its face when I was cutting the deck. So that's interesting. So we'll go by both of these. I don't really know too much about either one of these artists, maybe more so Damien Hirst than Albrecht Dürer. Not sure if I'm pronouncing their name right, but I thought this was really interesting. One man's outbreak is another man's breakthrough. Know your perspective. Apocalypse then. And I love how it has the little eye there. I just feel like that's sort of like a protection. I'm getting really like protection and a heavy spiritual energy with this card, just from the imagery, and like know your perspective is standing out. And then Damien Hirst. Art and science are for confronting mortality. Postpone death. Preserve it in formaldehyde. Encrust it in diamonds. Talk to your local pharmacist. Interesting. Very interesting. It's interesting because this is talking about know your perspective, and this is basically telling you to look at, death from a different perspective, to almost like, immortality, to like almost embrace it and, use it as a tool for, as a creative tool, perhaps. So with that, really interesting. I'm definitely going to look up this artist. Wow, this is really too bright. Okay, let's see if I can get these cards in. If you can see them a little bit better. So we have Damien Hirst on the right and Albrecht Dürer, which I don't think I'm saying right. I really love these cards. These are really cool. I like the illustrations. Art and science are for confronting mortality. Talk to your local pharmacist. I'm getting with the talk to your local pharmacist. I'm getting equations. I'm hearing mathematical equations, proportions. Just like know your perspective here, proportions. One man's outbreak is another man's breakthrough. It's like, I'm definitely feeling a very sort of like analytical, scientific, mixing, like chemistry's coming through, you know, with this. What else, Spirit? Interesting, beautiful, passionate, creative energy here with the Queen of Wands, fire energy. A lot of fire energy has been coming through. So Gemini, you might have some fire in your charts. In your charts. I know I do. I think that's why I pluraled it. Leo has been standing out a lot lately in the reading, so you might have Leo, some type of Leo placement. I mean, really, honestly, this reading is for anybody, but if, you know, something fits for you, you have something you can take from a reading, by all means, all are welcome here. Anyway, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, fire signs we're leading off with here. And I do sort of get that, too, with this, Ten of Swords wanted to come out, just like an ending card. So I'm feeling with this, a shedding of old skin, which really goes, it's what, you know, the reading is about. It's like, you know, if you need a little inspiration, maybe, you know, you want to head in a new direction, but you're not really sure, you know, you've tried a lot of different creative outlets, and maybe you haven't quite, like, you know, figured it out, what's really, like, really what you want to do, or maybe, like, you do, but you're just kind of, like, burnt out on it, and you want to do something different, and, or maybe you just have, you know, creative block right now. Excuse me. Two of Wands is at the bottom of the deck with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. That's beautiful in the Strength card. It's telling me whatever, like, crossroads you're at in your career, definitely things are going to change, or just even in your, like, whatever creative thing, you know, creative ventures you're working on. You know, this doesn't necessarily have to do with a job. You know, you could just be a creative person, and maybe you don't, that's not your job. Maybe you want to make it your job, maybe you don't. What more can you tell us about this creative energy here, this creative, this, like, almost like a new identity, if you're looking for some sort of new route, new identity, creative identity. What kind of aspects Gemini would want to embody here? Okay, that's too many cards, but we have the Devil, the Eight of Cups, the... Okay, I'm just not taking that. Beautiful. Okay, so the Lovers came out. Beautiful. This is your energy, Gemini. I love this. This is like beautiful, passionate, creative energy here that we have. It's so fitting, right? With the Queen of Wands and the Lovers, it's like, yeah, you want to kind of elevate your craft, I'm hearing, you know, with this imagery here. It's making me feel like you want to elevate your craft. You also, I'm getting with this, you want to collaborate. You want to work with other people. You know, and so even like talk to your local pharmacist, you know? You never know. That could be, you know, I'm sure like when Damien, I do remember like the piece of, you know, what he, with the shark and the formaldehyde there, you know, I'm sure, you know, he might have consulted with, you know, a pharmacist or some chemist in order to construct that piece, right? You never know. Yeah, your options are really like open here, you know? It's like think outside the box, you know? It's like, you know, you might not think of like a pharmacist as a likely collaborator for a new creative venture, but maybe you might decide to make you know, go off and start doing, I just heard perfumes, like body oils, lotions, perfumes, soaps. Maybe you want to start making soap. Look, I'm just getting that imagery. You know, and I think here with that Seven of Cups, it's like I get it. There are just, it's limitless what you can do creatively, especially today. I think there's just a lot more as far as like supplies and so many different opportunities, tools and everything else, and even ideas, inspiration, I feel like, but yet we still can get into these creative blocks, right? I really like this energy. I'm really liking this energy. I feel like this encrusted in diamonds, I'm like, with preserve it in formaldehyde, that's just like, to me it seems such a crazy, it's a juxtaposition of like this like toxic chemical with like this beautiful stone that you know, came from the earth, you know. It's just, yeah, I'm really digging this energy. I think this is a really cool it's inspiring me to think of different ways, you know, to like be creative. And Page of Cups at the bottom of the cup. Again, it's just telling me like creative opportunity. This is just a lot of like, I'm telling me there's a lot of potential here. So if you maybe have some ideas that maybe you weren't sure of, Apocalypse then. I have to look more up on this artist because I'm ashamed to kind of say I don't really know a lot, and I really, because I think then the apocalypse then will make more sense. Although I feel like they were very old school. All right, you know what? I'm going to stop the camera for a second. Okay, my gems. This is wild, and I wish I had gotten it on camera because I literally screamed out loud WTF multiple times, because both of these artists are Geminis. Although, well, Albrecht is not with us anymore, and we have a very, very similar, like, our numbers with our birthday are extremely similar. It's really kooky. I literally, like, kind of squealed out loud. And yeah, so both Geminis, May 21st and June 7th for Damien here. So German painter, if you don't already know. And Hearst is still alive and, you know, very active in the arts. So very, very cool energy here. I feel like I want to get... So we have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck here with the Two of Wands again. It's just making me think, yeah, you're like definitely being introspective right now. You're like kind of like doing a regroup, I'm hearing, and trying to like... And it's not in any sort of like... I don't feel like there's much angst behind it. It's just more like, I think you're like ready for another, you like a next phase in your creative journey is what I'm getting. And I really feel that with the Lovers card here, for sure. I'd like to get one card out of this deck as far as... If you could make some reference, that might be hard though. I'm just thinking like material wise, you know, I feel like this almost gives you like, this already gives you like an overlay of like your options, but like this card really wanted to come out. The Knight of Wands. It's fire energy again here, you know? This is like hot. I'm hearing in the moment, like you're like of the moment, and not by meaning like, oh, like you wouldn't last long, and not like as an artist, because both these artists here have, you know, are still, this is a very famous, they're both very famous artists, and you know, I'm getting that energy here, like you with this and not a flash in the pan is what I'm hearing. This is like very coming in really hot and heavy, but also at the same time it's just like I'm feeling like very very stable. And I think like I'm almost feeling like this is you presenting yourself, you know, not so much like an offer coming in, but more so like you presenting yourself, Gemini, especially because we have this this Queen of Wands here with this fire energy that we, the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, into the Ten of Pentacles is so beautiful with another 10 here with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think you're definitely, whatever it is that you want to do, look, the Queen of Swords here. I think it is, whatever it is you want to do, you want it to be, you know, this is about getting your coin, Gemini. This is about, with this Wheel of Fortune here and the Ten of Pentacles, and I think that that's what you're, like, you're kind of worried, like, you want this to be something that is going to bring you stability, you know, financial stability, not just, you know, a creative, like, oh cool, you know, I'm doing this. This is also like, and I'm really feeling that here with this one man's outbreak as another man's breakthrough. Look, doesn't it look like this is somebody who's like broke through a wall of fire or something, you know? It's like, so maybe that's it. There's a lot of like heavy fire energy here, and I'm just getting with this, like, don't, when they do like diamonds, don't they like have to like, there's something with fire or something where they like, yeah, so maybe are you a jeweler? Maybe something with jewelry, but doing things differently, like know your perspective. Apocalypse then. And you might want to look at their art, you know, their paintings. I'm definitely going to look at their art. All right, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave this kind of short, and because I think this is like a good enough energy to go on. And if this spoke to you, or if you're interested in maybe me doing this again or something like this, leave a little message in the comment section. I'd love that. Tell me what you think. Yeah, but I do like this energy. I think that this is like giving me really, like, giving me some really cool ideas. So thank you, Spirit. Appreciate it. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and have a great night. See you in the next one. Bye.